Hi everyone, my name is Ting, and today I will be presenting on the topic how probability helps business make decisions under uncertainty. In today's business environment, uncertainty is unavoidable. Business face unpredictable situations such as changing customer demand, rising costs, and unexpected risks. Because of this, managers need tools that help them make informed and data-driven decisions. One of the most important tools is probability. Business operate in environment where outcomes cannot always be predicted accurately. For example, company may not know how many product customer will buy next month or whether the market condition will suddenly change. As a result, managers use business analytics tools to reduce uncertainty and improve planning. Probabilities helps business measure the likelihood of different outcomes occurring, while data visualization helps communicate this information clearly through charts and graphs. Together, probability and visualization support more effective decision making. And now we'll know what probability is. Probability measures how likely an event is to occur. Probability values range between 0 and 1. A value close to 0 means the event is unlikely, while value close to 1 means the event is very close likely to happen. For example, when rolling a 6-sided dice, the probability of rolling a 4 is 1, but of 6 because there is only one favorable outcome of 6 possible outcomes. And business is probability in many areas such as demand forecasting, risk analysis, and financial planning. Here we'll see the probability formula. Probability can be calculated using this formula. PA is equal to number of favorable outcomes or total number of favorable outcomes. And here is probability of rolling a 4 on dice is 1 on 6. And this formula compares the number of favorable outcomes with the total number of possible outcomes. Although this formula is simple, but it forms the basis of many business analytics techniques used in forecasting and decision making. And now we change to demand forecasting example. This slide introduce a business example involve product demand forecasting. The business predict three possible demand level: low demand, medium demand, and high demand. Each demand level has different probability. Medium demand has a highest probability, meaning it is the most likely outcome. This information helps business decide how much inventory to prepare. Producing too many products can increase storage costs and waste, while producing too few products may lead to shortage and lost sales. And this chart visually representing the probability distribution of demand. We can clearly see that medium demand has the highest probability at 50%. Low demand has a probability of 20%, while high demand has probability of 30%. This suggests that business should focus on most on their planning around medium demand because it is the most likely scenario. The chart also demonstrates the importance of data visualization. Instead of analyzing raw numbers, managers can quickly identify patterns and trends visually, making decision making faster and easier. Now, change to expected value. Another important concept is in probability is expected value. Expected value combine all possible outcomes with their probability to calculate the average expected results. Within it is expected value because it provides a more balanced estimate compared to relying on only one possible outcomes. This helps managers make more rational decisions based on data rather than intuitions. And now this slide shows the calculation of expected demand. For low demand, 100 units are multiplied by a 2 probability of 0.2 and giving the contribution of 20 units. For medium demand, we 200 units are multiplied by 5, 0.5, resulting in 100 units. And for the high demand, 300 units are multiplied by probability of 0.3, resulting in 90 units. Adding these values together will give an expected demand of 210 units. This means the business should prepare approximately 210 units because it represents the most balanced decision across possible outcomes. And now we change to risk and probability. Business must also evaluate risk and when making decisions. Some events may have low probability of occurring but still have a very large impact. For example, in cyber attack, economic recession, or supply chain disruptions. Even though these events are less likely, but business still need contingency plan because the consequence can be solved. Probability analysis help organization prepare for uncertain situation and reduce potential losses. Probability is widely used across different industry and business functions. Retail companies use probability to forecast customer demand and manage inventory more effectively. Banks use probability to assess credit risk and determine whether customers are likely to repay loans. Insurance companies use probability to estimate future claims and calculate premiums. And business also use probability when evaluating investment and strategic decision because it helps managers compare possible outcomes and risks. Data, data visualization is one important part of business analytics because it transforms complex information into clear and understandable visuals. Charts and graphs help managers identify patterns, compare outcomes, and communicate insight more effectively. Visualization also support data storytelling. We combine data, narrative, and visual to explain business insight clearly and persuasively. Without visualization, it could be much harder to interpret large amount of data quickly. In conclusion, probability is an essential tool in business analytics because it helps business reduce uncertainty and improve decision making. Through probability distribution and expected value calculation, business can forecast on demand, assess risk, and improve planning. Combined with data visualization, probability provide clear and actionable insights that support more strategic and informed business decisions. And that's all for today. Thank you for listening. Your reference, the information used in this presentation was mainly based on BUSA 2020 lecture material on week 6 and week 7 and additional business analytics reference. Thank you.